very short break. We'll get into that, but first, I can't begin a stream these days without politics. And I need to bring up something egregious, something horrible, which I was made aware of. See, the government is not just attacking your rights. They are not just usurping the powers of Congress. They are not just ignoring court orders. No. They are stealing time itself. I know. It sounds insane. Because I woke up. So, okay. I was going to do my daylight savings time bit, and then you just swing in here. Let me finish my daylight savings time bit. Now, it's ruined now. It's off. The government is stealing your time. Daylight savings time bit is ruined. No. No, so, the reason I'm streaming so early is I've been sick. Like, I was like, oh, I think I'm done. Everything felt pointless. No. Turns out I've been sick for like 2 weeks. And, got really bad yesterday. Like, I spent like 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. like in a delirium. And the fever broke today. And now I'm wide awake at what should be 5:47 in the morning, but is 6:47 because the government is stealing your time itself. The joke was going to be, my girlfriend works early morning shift, and she discovered this nefarious plot because she has to be at work, like, early, which means she needs to get up. And the hour that she needs to get up during is the hour that disappears in the spring for daylight savings time. So she had to, like, adjust her alarms to get her up at, like, 45 past midnight instead of 1:45, because 1:45 a.m. didn't exist this morning. Oh, yeah. So the government is stealing your time. They must be stopped. And I'm streaming early because I am wide awake. I haven't even had any caffeine. I have, you know how, like, when your fever breaks and you're on the med, and, like, you don't have our government. Your government isn't violating court orders. Your government isn't freaking usurping the powers of the legislature. Like, they're stealing my time, my precious sleep. They must be stopped. But anyway, I'm streaming early because I have so much energy, because, like, when you've been sick for a couple of weeks, possibly with COVID, I don't know, I don't have any tests, and I'm not going to worry about it, but I've, like, someone that I was hanging out with, like, a week ago has COVID, and I know because their, like, friend had to cancel something because of COVID and was, like, complaining at me about it, and I'm like, oh no. So there's a very big risk that it might have been COVID, and I might have given it to the friend, who then gave it to the other friend. So my apologies, potentially, to the good professor for wrecking the conference. It's not my fault. Well, no, it couldn't have been, because that wasn't like a week ago. It was like a month ago. It's been a month since I hung out with Murph. Time. Adulthood. What is it? Time all squeezes together. But anyway, this is Baldur's Gate. Last time I streamed, I was going to stream this, and then I was already sick, and I got, like, a rejection dysphoria moment, which isn't a trans thing, it's a BPD thing. It's like, when someone's like, "Oh, well, I don't care about this," your brain goes, "Oh, you hate me." Which, no, they don't. Shut the fuck up, brain. But I had a moment. Just turns out I was sick, so I wasn't regulating my BPD properly. Oh, no. But yeah, I've been playing Baldur's Gate while I was sick. I played a Harrow Hark game, and it was fun, but it's fun. They fixed a lot of the things I didn't like about Baldur's Gate. They fixed a lot of those things over the last couple of patches. But I saw there were some mods, and I got, like, one of them. And yeah, I'm going to start a game for stream. First, I'm going to go in options. Because we're streaming, I have to click these off. I'm so sad, but Twitch is owned by people who are, I guess, part of some sort of weird Puritan sex cult that want to, like, enforce their self-denial kink on everyone. I can't think of any other reason why they would be so, oh no, there's some tits, but they are, so. And then mods. I got a few mods. Some of these, I'm going to turn them all off because I want to turn on the ones I cared about. Some of these I got for the Harrow Hark run, because did you know there's no blacks? Not like people, like dyes. There's no dark dyes in the game. And so Harrow was like suffering. So we're just going to go a little bit further. I'm going to turn on the things. I'm going to turn on this Player's Handbook 2024 all-in-one, because it's going to make things be like the new version of D&D. I could just stop. Fuck it. No, we're going to turn that off. I'll take Impe UI and Better Inventory UI. And Mistress spells. So I have all the spells. There we go. Okay. It's in the middle of ad break. Oh no. I think Nalina left. Well, but also I noticed they have this. And I like suffering. And I thought, I've been a GM, not so much in the last couple of years, because my group kind of collapsed and I've been dealing with stuff, and I just haven't had the energy to organize things beyond my summer game with my kids. But I've been a GM for, like, however long it's been, since 95? Oh goodness, that's a round number year. 90, 10, 20, 30 years. Frickin' 30 years GM, let's go! I can make this work. So, tell me about honor mode. We're gonna power game this shit. It's an intense campaign recommended for experienced players. The most dangerous foes are more powerful, with new abilities and legendary actions. Alongside Tactician Mode's regular difficulty increases, action economy and damage bonus rules are made stricter towards the end of the game. You cannot reload older saves if events go awry. Your choices and consequences always stick. If your entire party is defeated, your honor mode run will end. So it's Iron Man. You'll be able to continue your adventure in custom mode if you desire, but finishing will not count as finishing honor mode. If you're victorious and beat the game in this mode, you'll be rewarded with bespoke dice set for future play. Why did I care about that? Okay. I want to try it, but I want to try it less now that they're like, you can get bespoke dice. Like, bitch, when I ran D&D in middle school, I didn't have all the D20s, but I had a book about probability and how to make numbers with six-sided dice, and we used just 2 dice from a Monopoly set and that little book, and it was horrible. Yeah, let's go. Honor mode. Are we ready for the ice scare? I'm gonna let the ice scare happen. Nalina, did you leave? It's okay. It's 11 a.m. UK time. I'm sure Nalina has important things to do. You know, places to see, people to do, things to go, the usual. Do I really want to sit through this? Someone may be watching and learning about Baldur's Gate for the first time. Oh, fuck. I forgot to turn off blind. I am not blind for this at all. I haven't beaten the game yet. I've always petered out in Act 3, but I am not blind. In Act 3, let me get my creator dashboard up here and correct that shit. Not blind. There we go. I mean, really, that's just hot, isn't it? What is more intimate than crawling in through someone's eye? Now, I didn't consent to this, so it's a little creepy. Like, dude, I appreciate, but you need to get consent first. Oh, look, it's cute. Like, it's cute. The tadpole is cute. I'd have a tadpole plush. If I had plush. If I had money for plushies.
Who are you?
Go subscribe to my Patreon so I can have money for plushes. We're not going to reset the tutorials. I can figure this out. Okay. We have to make this optimal. But first, I'm going to Durge because well, I've gotten to Act 3 before. It's always been as a custom character. So we're going to Durge this. Not going to be Dragonborn, though. So what do we have? I've turned the mods off. That's right. So if we're looking for optimal, what we want AoEs to handle littles, and we want like focus strikes to handle bigs. We're gonna want to spend money right away to respec Shadowheart because Trickster Domain is shit. Gale's Evocation Wizard. If we make sure Gale is AoE focused, that shouldn't be a problem. Asterion can be our rogue. That's not going to be an issue. Which means... Okay, so we're going to be our rogue, in which case fuck Asterion, or we're going to be our heavy hitter, in which case farewell Karlach, Will, and Lae'zel. Or we could be the healer and say, fuck off Shadowheart, but that's going to give us a problem in the early game, because we're going to have to fight those intellect devourers. And that's on Tactician, that's a tough fight if you just have 2 clerics. so I'm not sure if I want to do that. So I think we'll let Shadowheart be our cleric, because we're just going to be forced into that role there. So that means cleric is out, druid's out. Likewise, I don't want to be wizard for that fight. So that gets wizard and sorcerer out. And bard out. Which I think also takes rogue out. So I think we are going to be relying. We could rogue. We could rogue or bard. Rogue. If we rogue, we'll replace Asterion. And Asterion will be off in the camp, if anything. So no, but if we're gonna wizard, if we're gonna let Gale be the wizard, we need to remember not to fucking eat his hand. Because I played the very beginning of the game as a Durge, so I know that if we're not careful, we eat his hand and then he's gone forever, and then we won't have our wizard, and we'll have to like respec Will into that. And Will has. Will's fine. Just Will's a Tom character. Every time I see Will, I want him to be a Tom character, and then he's just not as strong as a Tom character would be. So, yeah. I think we are the focused heavy hitter, which means barbarian, fighter, paladin, monk, or ranger. I'm going to worry about race after I decide class. So ranger, we have our favorite enemy. Which is a improvement. I like this change from just being powered by racism. Keeper of the Veil, protection evil and good. True Strike. Sanctified Stalker. I mean, having True Strike could be useful, but you need to cast it from stealth at the start of combat, and stealth is going to be a big thing for us. Like, we're going to need to make sure everyone has stealth if we can, because getting the ambush is going to be so important. So I like maybe Ranger, but I seem to remember them not scaling into super heavy damage, and if we're the focused hitter, we're going to be wanting to try to take down someone, like, I don't know. I want at level 5, I want to be able to deal 100 damage in a round if I am hitting right. So I don't think I can do that with Ranger. I think that's a paladin or a monk thing. The monk thing is we lose out on armor, which means we lose out on a lot of things. Although we do have that one gal in the mountain pass with her bone clothes that gives Cat's Grace. That's good. Paladin, we do the armor thing. We have our self-heal, which I kind of like having healing. And we get Divine Smite. Are we going Paladin? I think we're going Paladin. Okay. If we're going to be doing a Paladin, we want Strength, Con, and Wisdom. Strength especially. So Or we can pick our choices wherever. So we're thinking, okay. We're thinking, what do we have? We're not going to want any of that. Fire damage resistance is not shabby. Less damage taken is good. I like the Fey Ancestry as superior dark vision. You have Fey Ancestry, so Elf would be also pretty good. Extra skills. Weapon proficiencies that don't matter. Gith, we get proficiencies that don't matter. Like, we already have the proficiency in everything we want from Paladin. Saves versus poison. And poison resist. Is poison more common or is fire more common? I don't think either is very common. Saves versus being charmed. Magic can't put me to sleep. Advantage on saves versus being frightened. Ability to reroll a 1 on attacks, abilities, and saving throws. Halfling's probably pretty good. So if that was like dexterity, I'd be fine. Dragonborn breathes fire, basically. Relentless endurance, I like. Savage attacks, I like. Okay. So first things first. Girl me, please, so I can make this decision more readily. So it's I'm between halfling and half-orc in my thinking here. I didn't plan this ahead, so you get my live consideration, how I want to go about not dying in honor mode. So, halfling. Rerolling ones. Ooh. Rerolling ones means more consistency in damage. This means more damage, more endurance. And dark vision. I can't say... No, I can't decry dark vision. That lowered movement speed. Also, man. But yeah, I think on luck alone, we're gonna... That luck alone is riding us. Advantage on stealth. And advantage on poise. Advantage on stealth. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna try and sneaky halfling paladin. Get in close, bash you, end your fucking days. Let's see how stupid this is. So, Oath of the Ancients gives us Healing Radiance, which heals ourselves and all nearbys for 10 over 2 turns. And we have some tenets. Through acts of kindness and kindle light of hope in bleakest hollows of despair. When love blooms, stand against the devilry though it snip its stem. Delight in culture and small joys. We're probably gonna... Realistically, we're gonna end up Oathbreaker. I don't think we can keep the Oath the whole game. I'm gonna forget what it is, and we're gonna lose it. But I'm gonna look at what our powers are. Devotion. Grant an ally a vengeful aura that deals damage to anyone who hits them with a melee attack. That's an action. That's a bonus action. So that matters. I want my actions to be used to attack. Stride dauntlessly into action. Show clemency when prudent. Tend your responsibilities. Obey just laws. Vengeance. Bonus action. You or an ally's weapon attacks deal additional 2 radiant damage and contains energies for 1 turn. Cool. Identify higher morality in any instance and fight for it. Chasten those who dole out their villainy by wiping the blight from their world forever. This is going to be the easiest oath to keep. I think we're still going to fail it and end up Oathbreaker. We don't have a choice on our background because we are a Durge. So we are the Haunted One. Okay. So, first things first. Drop you. I'm going to drop off odd numbers because we don't get a bonus for odds. Get our dexterity up. Wisdom up. Okay. We're not very smart, but that's okay. Athletics and persuasion. You know what? I don't think we're going to be doing much persuasion. I think athletics and insight. I want to know what the hell's going on. We can, if we're in a situation where we need to persuade, we can let Astarion do that. Okay. Appearance, because we're going to have to look at this character. Chat, what should we look like? You're back now! Welcome back! You're here to have time to help us decide what our first honor attempt character is going to look like. We have an Oath of Vengeance Paladin. Small. They're short because halfling, and I picked halfling because reroll ones, which means more chances to do damage. So.
Where to next?
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Hells.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Yeah, I chose the hardest difficulty, so we get one save, everything's out to kill us.
It's opened.
More of those wretched things.
There's magic. Keep.
Where to next?
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Yeah.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Yeah, I'm between 4 and 6.
More of those wretched things.
I'm sorry, but 4 is very British.
There's.
Where to next?
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Sure, we're gonna go there. Okay, face-wise. I mean, this is a fine face. I should just... Okay. Nalina, I'm going to attempt to make her look like a short little halfling version of what I imagine you look like. Hey, that's my nose. That looks horrible on a halfling. I don't have any... for chat, I have no idea what Nalina looks like. I just know Sinhalese and British. So this is probably going to end up being slightly racist. I hate how this nose looks on this. God, why did I say I'm going to try and make it look like Nalina when I have literally no idea how Nalina looks? How on earth is it going to be anything but? Cancel Barb time. We're going to give it a go. So let's see. Nalina is cool, so we're gonna do a cool tone, but not too dark because Nalina is in chat, which means Nalina spends too much time inside. So I'm gonna do something like that for skin tone. Would Nalina be scarred? Nalina's never mentioned any scars. But you're right, you are South Asian. I know you're South Asian. You're not, like, that dark South Asian. So, like, I'm thinking if you got sun, you'd be this shade. And since you don't get sun, you'd like that shade. Oh, so you're like... Okay, so you're like northeast shaded. Okay. See, I heard Sri Lanka and I immediately thought about the Sri Lankan guy I knew in college who was that color. And in all other respects looked like freaking... in all other respects, this dude looked like freaking, I can't remember the guy's name. The freaking, the guy that H-Bomber guy is making fun of with his Selland Who Aquaman thing. That little nebbish fucker. He looked just like that, but he was this color. And he complained all summer long about the heat, because that summer we had, like, an average of 41 degrees Celsius for heat. And then that winter, it dropped down to minus 40 Celsius. We had a massive cold spurt after a massive warm summer. And he just fucked off and left. He's just like, no. In Sri Lanka, it's 30 degrees Celsius all year long. I'm gonna just go home. That's where I grew up. Yeah, that's where I grew up. That's fucking Nebraska for you. Normally it's not that extreme. Normally, like, it peaks out around 37, 38 in the summer, and then it's like minus 10. I don't live in Nebraska anymore. Yeah, we're gonna give you... see, now you just look white. If I do it this way, you just look white. So if I go blush tone... Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We have to go neutral tones. I'm gonna just try and give you Sahil's skin color, which, again, they don't really have. That's like Sahil's skin color. Sahil's skin color is like in between these. We go up there to the neutral tones, the cool tones. Yeah. Okay. I used to know Sahil's makeup because she told me about it once. But I don't anymore. The problem is, like, ethnicities and makeup, ethnicity type stuff is, like, fun, but it's meaningless, so I forget it, because it doesn't matter. Except for me, because I have to navigate that intersection of being the three W's. Welsh, Wendat, and Westphalian. Let's go. We got the background music. Copyright strikes. Let's see, maturity. Nalina is ancient. No, Nalina's a young one. Yeah. Nalina, you don't know what Welsh is? Yeah, my birth father was a Welshman from New Zealand. And then my birth grandfather is Wendat, which is a Native American tribe. The Huron. And then my birth grandmother is from from that area in West Germany that used to be part of France. And is kind of historically jumped back and forth. So, yeah. And then my adopted family are fucking Carlings. It's so funny. I'd be sitting there on Wikipedia and they're like, and these branches have all died. And I'm like, nope, nope, nope. That branch fucked off into the U.S. like before the U.S. was a U.S. And now they're like bitter fucking fascists. Yay. Yeah, I was adopted. I was adopted specifically because the combination of, like, Native American stuff and white stuff made me look like my adopted mother's storybook idea of a prince. And so she adopted me specifically to be her little prince. And then, like, went, oh shit, I got a transsexual. Let's see. Facial tattoos. Knowing nothing about Nalina, would Nalina have any facial tattoos? I don't think Nalina has facial tattoos. Oh. I have a friend who wears... I have a friend, IRL, who basically wears their eye makeup like this. Yeah. This is so... It's so funny. Just like, you see something, you're like, this is meant to be dramatic and fantasy, and it's like, hey, I know a math professor with eye makeup like that. Actually, it's better than this, because this is like a big swoosh, and they like do vines and roses and all sorts of cool shit coming off of the corners of their eyes. It is so, like... I could stare at their eyes for hours. One, because they're pretty, and two, because they're just always doing something cool with their eyes. Actually, no, I don't want to say always, because I've seen them without it, but, like, so often they do, and it's like... Hi. I just love... I am friends with so many beautiful people, and I love it. And you, dear listener, I'm sure you're beautiful, too. I just don't know what you look like. But, yeah. No thing there. We're imagining Nalina. We're making our best guess for eyes. Obviously purple. No. There we go. Brown 4. That looks like a very Nalina eye color. Obviously purple. Yeah. Sinhalese people have purple eyes, right? That's how this works. So makeup. It's probably no makeup. But I think I can imagine Nalina doing a little bit of eyeshadow as accent. Just a little bit in the corners, something subtle. Yeah, you'd like makeup. Well, so we're gonna go and assume that you can make up and just do a little bit. Nothing absurd. Not like, wow, give me the black eyes. You know, something subtle, something chill, something quiet. Would it be black? I think it's just going to be black, but we'll look at a couple of colors. See if there's anything that makes me go, hey, that's a Nalina. Obviously purple. Not that crazy, yeah, but that one. We turn the intensity down a little. So just a little bit more than a bruise. That actually kind of gives me a Nalina vibe. Like, I'm not even joking. That legitimately gives me a sort of sardonic... Yeah, like... I don't think you do it. And I think, like, if you could, you would. Nothing insane, but just a little bit. I think it's also important to note that your name is this color of purple in my chat, so I associate this shade of purple with you, because that's the color that's in my chat on my screen whenever you show up. But it does, it's subdued, so it's not, like, out there. I don't think you're brave enough for out there, but I think you want to be. Hair. Your hair is short. I don't think you don't seem like a long hair person. This is like the longest hair I would see on a Nalina. You feel like you feel well kept. Which is a problem, because I don't think there's very many well kept hairstyles here. So that's too short. I fucking hate it. Let's just see. I want to see if I can find a hairstyle that gives me a Nalina vibe. Something well kept, not too long. Yeah, Queen Nalina, not Cis Boy Barbsy. Yes. If it was Cis Boy Barbie, we would go there. Hashtag Cis Boy Barbie. Put a pin in the Maudlin Pixie. Okay. Veiled Evocation. You know, I think it's the Maudlin Pixie. The Maudlin Pixie gives me Nalina vibes. Like, it's not long, it's well kept. It's deniably femme. See, we're not actually making Nalina, we're making what Nalina's going to look like in 3 years. Okay, let me kill highlights. Okay, let's look at the, Ginger, no. Let's look at our black, red. These browns are very light. I think black auburn. And then, would there be highlights in the hair? Let's say yes in that same purple. Fucking no in that purple. That is a terrible... Look at that. Look at that. That's absurd. That's... Okay, I know people who do this. I know people who do this. And it just doesn't look good on anyone. But if we go to the darker purple, you know, this is a better one because it matches the hair color. But we're not going that absurd if we do a, like, subtle one. Okay. I say that. I say that, but right before I got fired, I was actually... One of the things I'm mad about getting fired for is I was set up to get highlights in my hair that were this color. That's the color. So, like, I should maybe not be casting stones when I was like, I want neon radioactive green. Let's see, red. Let's look at our reds. Oh, hello. See, red is a good highlight color. Red looks good on... Red looks good with the skin tone. God, this reminds me of the first time I got properly called... First time I got called racist. When I was in high school, I was working as a lighting apprentice. And... so I was going to like community theaters. It was not a legal job. You have to be 18 to have that job in my home state because you have to like haul yourself up to the ceiling and adjust the lights, like so you're like dangling in these theaters by ropes from the roof, and that's dangerous. You're not allowed to do it as a teenager, but I did, and I was getting paid under the table. And we're doing this show, and the show has a mostly white cast with this major character who's a really dark-skinned black guy. And they're like improvising the pacing, and the boss is getting annoyed because skin color interacts with light color. And we have to set these... This is, like, old-school lighting. So you have to, like, go up there, slide out these panels to change the colors of lights. And we're setting these up, we're aligning them, and it's like... Dude, can you set your pacing and your, like, stage position here so that you're standing either in point A or in point B consistently? Because skin color matters for light. And the dude was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But the dude's co-star went off on me and called me racist for saying skin color matters. And usually it doesn't. But there's like one place where skin color matters, and that is color. Because it turns out colors grow with colors. Like... The main reason I get so upset that I'm so freaking pale is there's so many gorgeous outfits that friends will get me that look like shit on me because I have a pale, pallid skin tone. Like, even if I get sun and start to go red, parentheses Native American, not sunburned, I still have a pallid skin tone. And that means that a lot of these, like, cute outfits friends get me just suck. Yeah. Red. We can red. Now, I don't think... You know what? No. I think Nalina would go all in on the hair when they... with this. Maybe not all in. But, like, this is a safe... This is a safe way to go extra. So there we go. Nalina's a young one, hasn't gone graying. And now facial hair. Facial hair in this game sucks, by the way. We're just gonna look at it and giggle. Okay, see, if I could highlight this and just, like, put, like, along the corners of this beard in that red, that would be a fun NB vibe. Also, the beard only looks bad because of the graphic settings I'm on, but, like, the other day I was trying to make my ideal barb, and I don't do it because of the political situation, but my ideal barb does have, like, this. Like, that's why I haven't gotten electrolysis. I do like a little fuzz on my chin. I'm NB. Bite me. But it just looks so freaking bad in this game, so we're not going to. Okay. So there we go. There is our Nalina-inspired halfling Oath of Vengeance Paladin. Honor mode. You'd say well done, but you can't. You can't approve? Well, we're gonna name her Nalina anyway. And then we're gonna see how quickly the Durge makes us fall. And how quickly you haven't disapproved. Is it because of the halfling?
You need a guardian. Choose one.
It's funny because I would freaking kill to be a halfling. Oh my god. No, halfling. We're going halfling for mechanics reasons. Now there's no mechanics. Nothing but aesthetics. But I am fairly confident on this run. I'm like... So I'm not actually that tall. I am built like a tank, but I'm not super tall. I'm only 5'10". No, I'm not 5'10 anymore. I've shrank. I'm 5'8.75". So I'm not like super tall, but no, I would love to be a little. Yeah, I lost like 1.25 inches on estrogen. It was great. And then I know other people who are like, oh my gosh, yay, because they watched me lose 1.25 inches and they hop on estrogen and they've become super hot, but they've lost no height. And I'm like, sucks to be you, I guess. But yeah, we need a guardian. I don't even know if we're going to survive long enough for there to be a guardian. So do we take time to make this? I saw Alsvith show up in chat, so let's make it Alsvith. We're gonna do it quickly. There we go. Big. Stocky. Pallid Swedish skin. No facial tattoos. Actually, wait. Do we have Limson Red? No, we're gonna do the pallid Swedish skin tones. No body art. The eyes. I don't know what color your eyes are, Alsvith. I'm going to assume you're just, like, Swedish-eyed. We're going to give you the drastic makeup because you would drastic makeup. It's going to be Limson Red. It's going to be metallic. It's going to be glossy. Tonberry Yellow. Fucking. Let's go. This is Alsvith. And the Limson Red is going to be on the lips. This is extra, but this is also very... I could see Alsvith doing this. And then the hair. We're gonna keep the hair that. Do that same there, but we're gonna make it a little bit more. So because the little hair on my graphics settings looks bad. We're just gonna poof it up a little. There we go. How do you feel about that, Alsvith? Going once, going twice. Let's get a worm stuck in Nalina's eyeball. Well, it's already been stuck in Nalina's eyeball, okay. Now the real question is, will we survive long enough in honor mode to see that Owlsmith. Also, I don't like this intro cutscene. It is so long. Blah, 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 blah. They kidnap people and end up in hell. If you want to see that cutscene, go watch anyone else. Like, this game's been out for years. Or get the game yourself. It's a pretty good game if you like CRPGs. There we go. There's our bloodstained, already Dark Urge Paladin of Vengeance.
The blood in your head thrums and pounds. That pounding blood obscures who you are. An overwhelming loss of memory. How you ended up amidst these hellish flames is just as hidden. You have nothing in your skull, besides your name and a headache. But you are in danger.
Oh, we still have to make choices. We're not just strategery. Let's go ahead and... say your name of a part of yourself.
The Dark Urge. Whatever that is you. You will claw back the truth. But first, you have to claw your way out of here.
Yay!
My head.
So let's just make sure we know our capabilities. Weakening Strike hinders target attacks. Backbreaker knocks the enemy prone. Concussive Smash dazes the target. Regular attacks, we can do these once per short rest. Divine Strike, bonus action once per short rest, gives advantage on attack rolls against Celestials, Fiends, and Undead. Inquisitor's Might, bonus action, we can do as much as we want, it looks like. Oh, it uses our Channel Oath charge, which recovers on short rest. So we can, once per short rest, we can increase our damage. Lay on Hands charges 3 times per long rest. We can heal ourselves. Okay. So we want to get stuff and things.
It's over, then through.
We're going to get a little experience here.
That thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
So, investigate. Give us some... Oh, that's right! Dumb as a rock! Let's go! We're stat optimized. No! RFP.
You notice nothing more than meets the eye.
I forgot that we made the... I forgot that the intelligence is the dump stat because we need everything else.
Dead. Good.
But let me know if it's too loud or too soft or anything. As we march Nalina through a sphincter. I am so sorry. Maybe I shouldn't try to make these honor mode characters look like people in chat. I don't know. Because that's the guaranteed thing. Every game, every run, we're going to be walking someone through the sphincter.
We are trapped.
Aww. Gross moment. Content warning, exposed brain. And male-presenting nipples.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return.
I have played Act 1 a great many times. I've played Act 2 precisely once, and I've only played the beginning of Act 3. But this part I know. Are you man or brain?
Born new from this husk.
You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer, a minion of the mind flayers who abducted you.
But I have never played as the Dark Urge past, like, hour 2, so I don't know what's waiting for us as Dark Urge. That's why we're doing it. It's an intellect devourer. You're past the point of saving.
Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
Okay. Our strength is strength, so let's break that skull open. Let's go. It's already been an hour of stream. But we succeeded. Gonna reach up there and break that skull. That's so funny when you're short. I love it.
The brain lifts from the skull. But you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient, should it prove a threat. Your fingers twitch with the desire to rip its tender, moist meat to shreds.
Imagine a brain full of holes, a brain like your own. Spare the creature. We're not gonna poke holes in the brain.
Free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed.
Alright, let's go.
To the helm we go. We are going to the helm.
Do you mean to say that if you were trapped on an alien space... Okay. It's your puppy dog. Look at that. Is this it's just a girl and her pup? Do you mean to tell me if you were abducted by aliens, you wouldn't save the crying brain from the trapped skull? Is that what you're telling me? Oh my gosh. Oh, nope, there it is. Okay, I was thinking that they removed the goblin because we're on honor mode. But no, the goblin's still there. Oh, you wouldn't poke holes into it. Yeah, we didn't poke holes into it. We're like, no, let's not mutilate our little new brain friend. Okay, we're saving our little friend. The Dark Urge. We have temptations. When I was planning character creation earlier, a little before you showed up, I reminded myself that I have to be very careful not to pick a funny option in an early part of the game, because if we do, we will end up murdering our wizard.
Abomination. This is your end.
Hi, you occupy the role I take, so you're gonna live in paradise.
Tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon swing, a silver sword. a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
Cool. What do you suggest?
First, we exterminate the nymphs. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. As for that thing, it will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come.
Okay. So, Inquisitor's Might.
Another day,
Smash.
another fight.
Get smashed. Send the brain over there. Brain, you had one job.
Fury, I am death.
And Lazel,
Let my name be known.
you had one job. It's okay, you have a backup. And you failed! Oh my gosh! Get out of here, cheap viewers. We're gonna let the brain do this because us is already here. Yay! Okay.
You prove surprisingly adequate.
We're not dialogue maxing because I have played the beginning of this game so much. But I'm also going to be thinking a little more strategically about items and such. You'll know when we get to the part that I haven't dirged before because we're going to start dialogue maxing a bit more.
I feel better.
So those are not in most of the game, but when they are there, they have this fun little bit where they count as a full rest without having to full rest. So I have my Channel Oath charge back. I have everything back.
The ship won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
I'm going to make my items more visible because we don't have many class abilities yet. And you can see we have an acid bulb for AoE. We have a void bulb for repositioning people. Potion of speed, which lasts for 3 turns and then fucks you up. Now, if I weren't on honor mode, I would just skip Shadow Heart here because I don't wanna, but
I can make no sense of it.
because we're on honor mode,
Unleash
I'm gonna try these.
aggression.
Ooh, necklace. But because we're on honor mode, I want to have Shadow Heart just in case, so we'll go do this.
Let's
But
see what this does.
I'm not interested in, like, getting every little cutscene, so we're not going to. We're just going to grab what we need and go. There, we are skipping some fun little cutscenes. If you,
How many hosts of these gay infected?
you know, what, it gives you something to do if you go buy the game yourself. So I don't feel bad about it.
Something good here, I hope. A rune.
But for what?
And you know what? The short Nalina isn't that silly anymore. Like, yeah, you're short, but also real. I don't know. Let's get into the light. Okay, yeah, no, it's a little silly.
The console appears dormant. The console hums to life. Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. A parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
Wow. Open pod. Oh god, there's no reroll. Okay. We only failed this on a critical fail. Which we almost got. Okay.
You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
Yay. Join the party for the final fight of the tutorial.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a gift with you.
You keep dangerous company.
Yeah, if wisdom had been the dump stat, we would have failed that. That was a moment.
Fair point. Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
Okay, unexpected benefit of the short character. All the women are looking down on us.
Shadowheart. One moment.
Finally. Let us make for the helm. We've wasted enough time already.
She's right. Lead on.
Woohoo, to the helm. We must go to the helm. With our Paladin of Vengeance and our... That's not the way to the helm. Take some treasure. And then we can keep going. I'm just trying to rush through the tutorial area.
We are nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
Cane yank.
I hope you like those two bickering, because that never stops. They are so spades for each other. And it certainly is a choice to start your fantasy game with alien abductions in hell.
Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape.
Connect the nerves. Nerves. We will connect them.
Frickin' Us is so cute. I wish we could carry Us with us into the rest of the game. Like,
This thing's falling fast. Got to right it.
Us is just so cute. I love us. Yay, go us.
Got to keep fighting. On my way.
Just kill these things quickly, thank you. We don't need to reserve any resources here.
Breathe deep and move.
I'm not gonna get to you, so I'm just gonna... I'm just gonna dash in. Hazel. See, if we jump, we can go a little bit
Taking
further.
position.
Is that close enough for us to rush? No, it is not. Okay. Well, Hazel has a backup attack.
Take this! Rosario will have your head!
I am not so sure I like how fast Mind Flayer is dying.
To me.
Okay, you're almost dead, so we just do whatever has the highest chance, which is that. Get the heck out of here. Keep running. Yeah, we're gonna dash from the get-go. We're just going as fast as we can towards the transponder. Let those two bigger.
Hurry before they strike. I will ascend.
Too far away to dash again. Is anyone actually in the way? You are, but you're too far, so... Should be it. Us, you're just gonna be a troublemaker, so... I'm gonna have you stand there to eat attacks when the Mind Flayer falls. I'm sorry, Us, I love you, goodbye.
Moving.
You've been a very good boy. God damn it. Okay. We don't have any rush attack. But what I do think I can do... Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make things easier for Lae'zel. Ahoy, everyone in there with a void
Don't
bulb.
waste a step.
I only had the one. That's sad. Void bulbs are cool.
Taking position.
And now we should be close enough to get in there.
Or your spine is your turn
Nearly
now!
out of sky. It's now or never.
See, this is why us came here to sacrifice itself, because Mind Flayer is dead, and I'm pretty sure Commander Zalk will just fucking kill us in one hit, so...
Need to stay focused.
Your sacrifice is beloved. Us.
On the move.
They're dying for me! All of them.
That was Nalina voice. That was a very excited Nalina voice. They're dying for me. Yeah, let's hit that concussive smash.
Think you can take me on?
It was weird from the beginning. Don't you pin the weird on me. Aw, I was hoping that was going to be another void bulb.
Forward, Istik, before more dragons come.
I made it weird. Well.
Within reach.
Oh, us didn't even have to take it. Let's go. Us is okay.
Hell's alien transponder. You made it in time.
Lae'zel gets the dragon cutscene instead of Nalina, but that's fine. Nalina got the kill. Lae'zel of the doesn't wear pants. We can only conclude that it's warm on the Astral Sea. Or maybe it's so cold in the Astral Sea that when they come out into like anywhere in the material plane, they're like, God, it's so hot, and they just lose pants immediately to cool down. Honestly moved. The alien. Game over. Guess it's time to make a new character. Tutorial is over. Act 1 is now begun.
You half expected your memories to return once you were free of the Mind Flayer ship. But your past is still an aching void. If you don't find a way to remove the tadpole burrowed in your brain soon, your future will be as blank as your past. Your head whispers vengeance. You cannot wait to slice your way forth, seeking whatever wrought this tragedy upon you.
Go to your personal chest in camp to find unique DLC items. Woohoo! First, let's take a look at... Oh, no. Okay. Let's go to camp then. And check our chest before we go any further. See what's going on. Okay. Camp items. Okay, apparently we just have a die. We have some dies from our DLC. This is Scale Mail of Vengeance. Disadvantage on stealth checks. Wish I could preview this, but we have 5, so we'll just give it a go. What's it look like? It's just the same colors, but more vibrant. Let's burn our free dyes and make our stuff look... Seriously? Can't paint the shield? Well, that's lame. Send to camp. Okay, and since we're here, let's sort through our inventory. Which is something that happens so often in the game. So, you're good, you're good, you're good. Okay, so our Warhammer, one-handed, 4 to 11 damage. 4 to 9, 4 to 9... Okay, we should have a ranged weapon in case, but we're going to keep to melee. Everything else here we're going to want to sell later, so we'll just flag that for sale. The necklace doesn't do anything, and it doesn't appear on us aesthetically, so we're just going to go, where's it? Book on Oaths. You've sworn an oath, Paladin, a promise to uphold your tenets at any time, at any cost. So we are Oath of Vengeance, to remind ourselves of our oath. Villains, betrayers, oathless fiends, they lurk at every corner, preying on the vulnerable and twisting the world in their favor. You must twist a sword through their hearts. Every last one. You must be relentless. Your wrath cannot rest, for the wicked won't. Okay, so if we don't do that, we lose all our paladin abilities and become an Oathbreaker, which is going to probably happen. I've heard, I don't think I've been an Oathbreaker before, so I don't know, but I've heard that you get some good abilities from being an Oathbreaker. There we go, where everything's wears up, except for what we want. Can I rearrange you? No. Can I sort you? No. Okay. Okay, so we've really had no change in items because we were already equipped better than what we had.
Moving in.
Basically just cleaned our clothes.
You drink in the pungent corpse.
Oh no.
Since you awoke on the ship, your mind has been cold and empty, but something stirs. With your hands close to this body, you know nothing of why, but you find a half smile flittering across your face.
Intelligence check, let's go. Potential XP. Oh, I love that.
You see flashes of flesh, all lumped together in a mass grave. No single image sticks out. There is something unknown and unspeakable deep within your heart.
There's supposed to be a shadow heart here. There's no shadow heart here. Uh-oh. That's a problem. I don't think I can do.
Should get started.
I don't think I can do the fight against the intellect devourers without a shadow heart. There you go, Nalina. Hat. It'll help keep off the sun.
More for me.
We need to grab, like, everything, which is what I'm doing.
Fresh water. There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
This is going to give us... it's going to give us camp supplies that we need to rest. And it's going to give us stuff to sell. Once we're a little into the game, stuff like that I'll probably leave behind, but for now, I want as much as I can get to sell, so I can try and get the best armor that we can get, so we take fewer hits, so we die less. Where is Shadowheart? How did I miss Shadowheart? Did they remove Shadowheart from this part of... Is it because I went to camp? I'm gonna go back and see if I can find Shadowheart. I need my Shadowheart.
Let's have a look.
There's seriously no Shadowheart here? Is this because I went to camp, or is this an honor mode thing? This is worrisome. This is actually very worrisome. Because I only get to use Inquisitors. So, Shadowheart, the cleric who heals you and keeps you alive, is supposed to be here. And you're supposed to wake her up. Because, you know, we rescued her on the ship. And then she joins the party. And that's good, because we have a unreasonably hard fight coming up. And I can heal myself 3 times, but I don't have a Shadowheart. And if she's not, then she's here. at the ancient door. But she's not, so
I don't need any attention.
okay,
right
we're gonna be sneaky because this upcoming fight is very hard with Shadowheart on Tactician.
More of those wretched things. This calls for careful footwork.
Maybe we can sneak by them.
Path lies before me.
Yeah, we're without our cleric. Okay. I see one. I only see one. They just move Shadowheart. I... Oh, there's a second one.
Better stay
Okay.
back. One strike could be lethal. One day, I'll catch a break.
This could be the end of the run. Let's go. Alrighty. I can jump adjacent. And do a main hand attack here. Let's concussive smash just in case we don't kill him in one hit. And now he's dazed, which is gonna help us not die. This is gonna hurt. Okay. It's an action. Okay, well. We're gonna kill one of you. Drink a potion, because that's a bonus action. And hope that you don't kill us, because you're dazed. Okay. That's not even enough to matter.
Time to get going.
I should have just... Okay, well no, it took us to the half, but there we go. Yay, we survived! That was... Okay, that's not a Shadowheart. Yeah, we still need a dedicated healer. I'm concerned. Okay, we've got a void bulb. I love having void bulbs. I didn't like them early on, but I've grown to very much appreciate void bulbs. They're just useful. Toxins, I haven't really found much use of toxins, but we'll take one. Okay. We have successfully survived our first real combat encounter. So I'll count that as a win. When I saw Shadowheart was gone, I was kind of like, oh, we're gonna just die here, but no, we're good. Okay. Okay, we're gonna equip. Goodbye, Hat. I like you, Hat, but we want actual armor. So we'll get the actual armor. And now we get to meet a character that I like, but a lot of people I know don't like. And other people I know are unreasonably horny for.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
See, I want to say kill it yourself, but we have an oath of vengeance. We can go kill the thing.
There. Can you see it?
Just a dumb boar. You're relieved until you see the flash of a dagger.
If this is a robbery, you're off to a bad start, elf.
I just need information. I saw you scuttling about on the ship. You're in league with them, aren't you? Those tentacle... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on?
Yeah, people be attracted to anything these days, when obviously the correct choice in this game is Minthara. Or the Emperor. I have no idea.
It's those tentacled monsters. Whatever they did, whatever they put in us, just created a connection. They took you too. I saw it during whatever just happened. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
Can't blame you. I was looking forward to seeing yours.
A kindred spirit. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
I'm in quite the state, but I think I'm Nalina.
A pleasure. So, do you know anything about these worms?
No, we don't.
I suppose it's not exactly common knowledge. These worms are already affecting me. I can feel it. Now, what to do about it?
Either your friend is named themselves after this character, or your friend had amazing insight. Travel together.
I was ready to go this alone, but maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
As he joins your side, your mind dances with thoughts of a perfect, pretty corpse.
So, this is Asterion. He's our rogue. He's gonna be our thiefy boy. Pick our locks. Do sneak attacks. That sort of thing. We have no choices to make right now. But he can run as a bonus action. He's all maneuverable, and then he can like stabby, shooty, shooty. We have leveled up. We gain a fighting style, so we can get more defense. We can get dual wielding, two-handed weapons. Or protection to protect our allies if they're nearby. So we're going to be sword and shielding, I think. So these are out. I don't know. We might two-hand. But no, I think we'll protection? Impose disadvantage on attacks against allies when we're within 1.5 meters? Or we just get +1 armor class? Let's just get +1 armor class. Let's just be better at not dying. And we have some spells because we're a paladin. Let's get Cure Wounds because we have no proper healer. Compel Duel. Fight me, bitch. Dot spell. Wrathful Smite. Get fucked. Dot spell. And ceremony, so we can do religious ceremonies for people. That sounds fun. Yeah, there we go. And then when our cleric comes, we can ditch Cure Wounds for something else that's gonna fuck people up. And we can cast 2 spells per day. So there we go. What religious ceremonies do we have? Atonement grants target advantage on ability checks. Bless Water creates a vial of holy water in an inventory. Coming of Age grants ability checks to long rest. This goes for 10 turns. Dedication, saving throws for long rest. Funeral rites for a corpse. Wedding Vows. Increasing the armor class by 2 while they're within 3 meters. Cool, we can make people get married. I think that's Mystara's spells that gives us that. Well. Let's go almost possibly die, and then we'll get a wizard. Assuming I can remember not to do the funny option that kills him.
And it's hurt.
A mind flayer that's hurt.
I'd rather it be hurt than me.
You approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion. You can't move, can't think. Thinking is mercifully done for you. It will be a joy to serve, to die for it an honor. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it, but then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere. The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Monster. Death is too good for it.
Yay, more void bulbs. More caustic bulbs. We have options. See, I forgot that we just have an auto success there. You can, if you fail that other check, it's like, it loves you. You love it. You can't get rid of it. You love it. And then it kills you. Spiked bulb. Void bulb. We have so many bulbs. I'm hearing chirping animals, which reminds me, if you play this game and want to dialogue max, get Speak with Animal, because all the animals have custom dialogue. I'm not dialogue maxing though, so we don't have it. Okay. Remember Barb?
What's going on with that room? It's unstable somehow.
Don't kill Gale. We don't have a Shadow Heart, and we need Gale's evocation magics.
Approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
A hand? Anyone?
See, that would kill... That right there will kill Gale. I think that might kill Gale too. It's the funny option. Hey, give me a hand. You just high-five the hand. But we're going to ignore the urge to maim, grab the hand, and pull. Oh god, we can fail this. I think if we fail this, we kill Gale. Don't fail. Phew. We have our wizard. Just missing our cleric.
That's it! Go on! Keep pulling! Oh. Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. Usually better at this. A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Nautiloid as well.
Yeah, we were on the Nautiloid.
I can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region.
Go on.
The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
I mean, I have some healing, but not this.
Few enough can. Not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
Sounds like a plan.
Most excellent. Parasite shared is a parasite halved, or something to that effect. Oh. But before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have a feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
Oh, there's plenty of healers that we can, like, buy potions and such from. Okay. Our evocation wizard. Do I want evocation? Yes, sculpt spells is important, especially since you're going to be going AoE heavy. So, we need Burning Hands for the good AoE. And then... Jim's Magic Missile. Insinuation. So we've got some new spells here. Tasha's Caustic Brew. Sudden Awakening. Awaken friendly creatures from sleep and lift up prone creatures without expending their movements. That could be useful. Catapult. Cause Fear. Earth Tremor. That's an AoE around yourself. I think I might just do that and keep you on the AoE level. Yeah. So. And prepared spells. Okay, we need Mage Armor, so you don't die. We're in the early game, so we need Sleep for battlefield control. We have our 3 AoEs. We want Witch Bolt for single target. And then we need to pick between our 3 AoEs which ones we want. Grease is also area control. I think Sleep is better now. Grease becomes better later. I have not found a use for Fog Cloud yet. So, Burning Hands is our big damage. Thunder Wave is one direction, wall kicks people back. This is around myself. I'm going to assume that we're not going to get surrounded and grab Thunder Wave. There we go.
But my magic.
Gale can be sort of like so. Get that Mage Armor.
Careful, I'm back.
While we're looking at you, you're using 11 AC. Do I have better armor than that? No.
Charmed, I'm sure.
And you're using 10. Okay.
Let's get going.
So, at this point,
Very well.
we're just down Shadowheart from the party I was expecting to be my main party for the game. I'm still worried. Where's Shadowheart? I think I'm gonna go try to find Lae'zel, so I at least have a full party of 4 to challenge anything.
You think it's dangerous?
Of course it's dangerous. One of them carved up. Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
Special Paladin Deception option. It looks dangerous, but I've handled worse. Go. Leave it to me. I'll handle Lae'zel of the not wearing pants.
She's right. Let's go. We need to check out that blast. You didn't hear it? Shook our camp good, so we came for a look.
I'm in dire need of healing. Where's the camp? Barely made that one.
Northwest. Look for Nettie. Whatever your wound, she can mend it.
And be careful. There are goblin traps everywhere.
Nymessa, come.
Yeah.
Enough gawking. Get me down.
You need to meet your DC. Say please.
Never.
You're lucky that we don't have Shadowheart, otherwise I just leave you there for that.
Observe and listen. You'll hear goblins before you see them.
As you say.
Woohoo.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me. It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter. Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a Gaith tadpole, we must report to Augustil for purification.
Alright, let's go find a creche.
You have made an ally from Kresh Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel. Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin.
Yay. So Lae'zel's filling the party role that we feel as being a single target damage dealer. So, kind of redundant. I also realized I'm streaming. Something could go wrong. So I'm gonna see. Autosave after every long rest and when reaching important places. Okay, so long rests are when we autosave. I was hoping there was a regular autosave frequency option in case of crashes. That's fine. Okay, so we have a full party. And we have some quests. Hide my completed quests. Travel with Gale, travel with Asterion, travel... Oh, find Zoru. Hey. Our personal quest, the urge. Be yourself, think dirty dark. Think dirty thoughts. Special, yes, special, aren't you? Shh, don't fight it. You know what you need to do. Take up that knife, do what you do best. Easy as breathing. You'll feel better after. Okay, and then finding a cure, we have two leads. The healer Nettie nearby, and this Githyanki Crunch. Healer Nettie is, like, right nearby, and so is Zoru. So both of these go the same way. Okay. I know where these are, but I just want to simulate. I need to simulate not knowing where I'm going for this. For the viewers.
I hear shouting up ahead.
We should check it out, but be careful.
Can I just go down here and go around the back and skip this entire thing? Emerald Grove and Byron's. Well, we've got a waypoint at least. So we can come back here. Let's get the high ground, see what's going on. Save. Yay. Now if the game crashes, we can come back, but if we die, we can't.
Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders!
That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now! You let goblins here? Where is the druid? Please! There's no time!
Yay, gobbos!
The nine hells! Open the gates!
Gobbos are so freaking cute. I love them.
Form a line!
Damnable roach! Provoke the blade and suffer its sting.
We don't have if we don't have Shadowheart, I might replace Lae'zel with Will for some added value. Hey, Goblin Tracker right there.
Pleasure.
Get dead.
Time for a new approach.
See, these people can take the brunt of these attacks because I don't care about them. What the hell? I just accidentally attacked the ground. There we go. Get off of here. I should have just killed you, but I failed that mission. Ooh. Okay. You've got some stuff. Okay. So Gale doesn't have the really good stuff yet.
Step to it.
Let's get some crowd control on. Let's find some 24 hit points of creatures. These guys all have a bunch of hit points. Got the Booyag. Got the tracker. There we go, that's two of them out.
Scouts! Get to the high ground! Raiders! Charge the bastards! For the absolute!
Okay, let's get running over here. You're too far away to dash at. Oh, you can dash at this one. No, I can't. That's a lie. Let's shoot the one that's a little bit further back here. Since we're probably going to be resting after this fight, we'll go ahead and shoot a second arrow. Not as good as melee, but it's pretty okay.
My sickle and sword.
Alright. Astarion. I don't know if I want you to be getting into a position where you're going to be up close, but if you have a advantage, you can sneak attack. You do not have advantage. Okay, so you can't sneak attack. You're going to do 4 to 9 damage there, 1 to 10 here. You only need to do 4, so just finish this one off. Good job. You don't need to take the heals quite yet. Okay. We need to get ourselves down there. Let's go do a Wrathful Smite.
Millions live.
Aw. We missed. Grease? That's not cool of you.
It shall be done.
Biffed it at the end. Could you not fuck up our wizard? Thank you. Lae'zel, I need you to not biff it and to get down here and fuck this guy up. Okay, you're not gonna be able to get down there and fuck this guy up. That's worrisome. Okay, Astarion. Oh, you'll be able to. Okay, get down there. Fuck him up. And now push him away. I didn't think you'd pull that off, but it was worth a go. I said, Wrathful Smite. Prick. Get away. Well, the goblin boss is fighting us instead of fucking up the NPCs, so it's actually going pretty well. It's just, you know, Gale. Okay. Gale is up. Good job, Gale. The boss is not dead yet, but the boss is pretty hurt. Gale, get your ass back in the grease. Preferably not doing that. Wow. Dang! Zakrig is just taking that beating. Good job. Okay. So you're there. I can't reach you. You're there. I can't reach you. So we're not gonna do anything amazing here. This deals 3 to 10. We might be able to kill the Booyag, so let's give it a go. Nope. Okay, Gale.
Unleash me.
You are out of spell slots, so we can do some damage and move me down, or some more damage. So let's try some more damage. This fight is in the bag. And I think it's in the bag with no casualties. Let's go. Let's see if we can get close enough.
Taking position.
For a rush attack? Okay, which means Asterion is open for a ranged sneak attack on the bugbear. And a miss.
Over here.
Coward almost. That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate!
That went pretty okay. Even with Gale falling on his ass every 10 seconds. We'll go ahead and short rest.
Now, forward.
But before we do a big combat, Gale is going to need to have a long rest. So we're not going to be aiming to get in any fights here. What I am going to aim for is loot the bodies, get the treasure, so we can go sell it. I think my priority is going to be armor, healing items, weapons. Because we don't have Shadow Hearts, so we need to rely on items for healing. We're going to need to rely on not taking damage as much as possible. And yeah, that's where we're gonna be. I like that the improved UI mod I have is giving me notice that these are ingredients. Skull is worth a gold. Someone wants a skull. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, no casualties amongst the tieflings in that raid. honestly, I don't always do that well on lower difficulties. So, cool.
There are children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
See, we can be a coward. We can go, there's no prisoners. We can be like, pay us, bitch. We can take our special halfling option to chill out and talk calmly. Or we can be like, hey, that wasn't actually that bad. No one's dead. Chill.
And who the hell are you again?
Show some respect. This woman saved your pathetic life.
Well, I didn't ask for any goddamn help.
Please, you were begging me to open the gate. Anything to save yourself, you coward!
The human's eye twitches. He's about to blow.
+5 for the melee attack. +4 for intimidation. +2 for persuasion. I guess we're hopping up and decking this guy. I feel like this is going to be funny because we are small. We have to get an 11. This isn't a sure thing, though. 11 up, let's go. That's not an 11. Chat, do we want to spend inspiration to fuck up this asshole who basically called us short? No guarantee that we're gonna succeed. We'll spend 1. There we go. Deck this bitch. Just the hops.
That, I suppose. The goblins have found us. No doubt the beasts will be back. We need to pack up and leave. Immediately!
Freaking. Those two are fucking off. I love the hops. It's like you have to punch him in the face, but we only go up to his crotch. I was kind of hoping that we might dick punch him.
First I damn near die at the hands of goblins. Then I get sucker punched by a bloody halfling. I'm done with this hellhole.
Those two must have history.
Indeed. Isn't it delightful?
That was great.
You acted quickly. I'm just sorry I didn't get there first. Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor.
I'm Nalina.
Well met. I should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve.
I won't be staying long, just need to find a healer.
Goblin got you. The druid Halsin's a renowned healer, but he didn't make it back from Aradin's expedition. If it's not too serious, you could try his apprentice Nettie. She's with the other druids in the inner grove. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters.
What brought you here?
We're refugees from Elturel. We took shelter here after gnolls attacked us on the road. We were bound for Baldur's Gate, and it was too late to turn back. Elturel had no place for tieflings after the descent.
The Descent, an infernal conspiracy that had seen the entire city of Elturel briefly dragged to the Hells.
If I remember correctly, that adventure module was like a marketing thing for this. Hey chat, do we want to be racist? Do you want to be racist? I'm actually going to give chat a chance to respond. Do we want to be racist to the tieflings? Nalina's like, no. If your people survive that, they'll survive anything.
So I hoped. But we've lost so many already. And more will die if we're forced out again. I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
I will try.
Really? We're messengers now.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, we won't make it to the city. You'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost.
Yeah, we're going that way anyway, Asterion. We can talk to people. Like, chill. And we're a paladin of vengeance, so we should find out if we need to commit vengeance. First, though, shopping.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
Okay, barter mode. Always go barter mode. Put our wares in there. Remember Greece. Okay. The old floppy hat does nothing. But I think we're going to keep it and give it to Gale, so that Gale doesn't sunburn. No. Do we put... So Asterion's the palest. Do we put the floppy hat on Asterion and make him look stupid? Keep the sun off, or do we give it to Gale? I think Asterion would say fuck you, so we're just going to give it to Gale. Okay, so we've got 14 AC. Asterion has 11, 10, 15. We have ways to force people to fight us. Also, I should. We can have 19 if we go. Okay, so we have a 14 from armor. So we should look to see if there's anything that we can get that's going to help us. We're already on chain shirt level. That is better than our vengeance, though, because it also reduces slashing damage. We can't afford it, though. I don't think. We can't afford the ring mail. So... I think we're not getting better armor today. None of these are clothes, so none of these are going to help Gale out. So I think we're looking at, and then nothing's going to help Lae'zel, because Lae'zel's got the same issue. So, Asterion, what's the best light armor we can shove you in? Got padded armor +1, which is just straight up better than what you have in all but aesthetics. You can't do medium, so you're just on light armor. So... we're going to take that, which means strip down to your underwear. Boy, we're selling your clothes. Okay. We have 125 gold to add to the steel. Do we have a better weapon for you? I think Astarion can actually use a rapier, so we're going to remove that from wares and put that in here. Okay. We've got a Warhammer, which is a D10, D8 plus 3 bludgeoning, D6 plus 3 plus 1d4 slashing against burning targets. I don't think that's good enough to replace. So I don't think we want any weapons that you have. Ring of Flinging. Bonus on throw damage. Intercept missiles from ranged attacks. That's way too expensive. Yep, there we go. So we've done our trade.
Sylvanas, guide your path.
To get some better armor for Astarion.
What now?
And let's get you out of your underwear, boy. That is so much less fancy. When we go to camp, we're gonna need to dye that outfit because that color doesn't work on you. But I think
keep it together.
I think our color will. Also, hide the helmet. I want its advantages, but I don't want to actually have to wear it. And give those to Astarion. That's Astarion's job. Okay.
Stupid apprenticeship.
Woohoo!
Have to keep going.
Things are slightly better.
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once. Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blazing spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Where the weak have need, the strong have duty. Stay.
Just like I was saying.
No roll.
I don't want all these lives on my conscience. We need to stay.
Zerg. Fine. We'll stay. If we survive, it'll make for a good story, I suppose.
Thank you, Roland.
Yay. I love these paladin options. It's just like, yes, we will. You will be cool and awesome and nice. I also love, so this is not a part of the base game. This is a part of being on Linux and using Vulkan shaders. Lighting gets a little fucky. You'll see it in the camp. Like, people glow in the camp at night. Let's see if we have paladin options.
Right.
Or funny dirge stuff.
Go for the heart.
That's right, kid. Murder them. Let's go, child soldiers.
Next time the goblins come, I'll be ready.
Yeah, you go, girl.
I have something to ask.
Children!
This is boring. We should train against real goblins.
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
Hey there, can we have a word?
Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers, racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
Another escapee? We need all the friends we can get.
Better friends than the ones hitching a ride in our skulls, at least. I'm sure you know the stories. Doomed to shed our skin and become illithid. They say there's no coming back. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Hunting in the hells.
I'm no stranger to the infernal. Better to slay a devil before her fires burn common folk to ash. Her name is Karlak, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
Let's join forces and cast this devil back in the hells.
I'd love to join, but I don't think there's enough space for me to squeeze in.
Lae'zel can go wait in camp. I'm gonna bring you in.
I shall wait in our camp.
Let's make this happen.
I haven't used Will before, actually. So let's see what we got. Warlock, what have you got to give me? A spell choice. Got an AoE. Got a reaction. 2d20 on a react is not too shabby. 2d10 rather. Got a hex bonus action that gives it a disadvantage on abilities, stuffs. Let's do the Rebuke. And then we get 2 invocations that affect the Eldritch Blast. Agonizing Blast. Get that Charisma modifier to damage, please. False Life Blaze. Oh my gosh. That's not quite as good as a self-heal because it's until long rest, but it's temporary HP, which is sort of like a heal. Okay, do we have anything that we care about for you? You are also in the needs padded armor area.
The pride of the
and
gate.
Honestly,
Well, hello.
trade your clothes with this area because you're going to be a frontline fighter. You need that extra boost of HP more. So Armor of Agathis is 5 temporary HP. If I knew about that, I probably wouldn't have grabbed False Life. So That's a waste, but knowledge. Arms of Hadar. Stops reactions. Does some damage. Blade Ward. 2 turns. Having damage. Eldritch Blast. 4 to 13 damage. Not too shabby. Okay.
Mine's never quiet. I wonder if the gods are watching me.
We should talk to Zoru, even if we don't have Lae'zel. And can we not talk to Zoru without Lae'zel? Well, Zoru's over there. We just probably want to take Lae'zel along to the crash when we go.
How long do you think we've got before the goblins come?
Ah, we need Lae'zel to talk to Zoru. Okay. So we're not doing that until we have Lae'zel with us. That's fine. Let's go talk to Nettie and then we'll long rest.
You're alive.
Hey!
The wreckage, surrounded by corpses. I was starting to think I was the only survivor.
Shadowheart! Oh my god! Yay! We have our healer! Oh goodness. I was wondering where you were going to be. You have a head start. What are you doing here?
This was the first sign of friendly life I came across. I hoped I might find supplies, shelter, and a healer, of course. We might be clear of those monsters' ship, but we still have their spawn inside our heads. We need to get rid of them while we still can. Shadowheart might be my favorite character in the game. But I was actually worried that, like... So there's a scene where if there's no Shadowheart, I know she shows up because, like, if you don't have her in your party, you're just gonna die, like, for story reasons. And I was worried that we weren't going to have her join the party until that point. And that was, like... I'm just looking through my head, like, all the fights before there that are gonna, like, suck without a healer. And also, I just freaking love Shadowheart. She is her god's perfect little princess, and she's great. There might be others. Have you found anyone else? No, but I haven't looked either. Staying alive kept me busy.
Join forces.
Or just company for our final moments. But yes, you look like a better choice than a band of helpless refugees.
Your name is great.
After everything you've been through, my name gives you pause. Please.
I like it. Okay. Let's get going.
I'd join you, but things are looking a tad crowded. You'll need to make room for me.
Yep. Will can go. All right. Fuck off.
I know a shortcut.
Lead the way then.
Oh god, Will just took the armor. Shit. Well, we're going back to camp. We'll strip Will naked and put it back on Astarion. Also, we need to fork over 100 gold to fix you because you are trickery domain, which is kind of garbage. But yeah, level up. We get Turn Undead, and we get Invoke Duplicity. Spells. These are fine, actually.
Remember, you have teeth and claws. Use them.
Hi, kid.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring.
Are you alright?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. I see. Got anything else in your mind? Oh, grunt. Let's grunt.
He's still staring right past you. You see nothing out of the ordinary. As you turn back, the child slips between the rocks.
And Shadowheart's guidance. Let's go.
You find the edges of a concealed entrance.
Woohoo.
Don't take your eyes off my hands.
We can go down and say hi to the kids.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. Not sure why you're poking your nose in our business, though.
Oh, I don't even know what your business is.
None of yours. This is our hideout. But hey, maybe you didn't know. Because of that, I'll give you a 10 count to leave.
You're joking, right?
9. 8.
Okay.
7. 6.
I'm not gonna fuck with kids. Just okay. Kids get to go be kids. Oh, there's treasure we can steal. As I said, I'm not gonna worry about these pieces of trash anymore. Hi, Selfie.
Oh, I don't have any money or anything to sell. My partner does that.
So it's your side of the business.
What? I'm the guard. So don't steal anything. I'm watching you.
The kids are freaking adorable. I love them.
Hold out your hand, lady. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. Call it. Heads or tails.
Tails.
Tails it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap, too. Interested?
One coin toss doesn't prove anything. That's not how probability works. Thanks for the free ring.
Hey, hold on. You gotta pay for that.
Sure, here you go.
You got it. One sec.
We're
That's
a
what I got.
paladin. We're nice. Save failed. Got robbed. This guy carries dyes, though, and dyes are actually kind of cool. And a shovel. We don't have a shovel yet. Well, we never put the hat on Gale. Well, we have our little dagger. And we have some bullshit rings. Got some dyes. Some horseradish. Like, some of this stuff's actually useful. I think we're gonna be like, trade you a knife for a shovel.
You bought some.
You suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn.
Observe her silently, in case they're just crocodile tears. Or grab her. We have more strength, so we'll grab her. $25.
Let go of me! Help!
Hey, you here to trade or?
Your partner is a thief.
Yeah, I know. I was standing right here telling her to rob you.
Could at least pretend to be sorry.
I am sorry. Sorry we're still talking about this. Look, you caught her. Good for you. You aren't a chump like everyone else around here. Now, do me a favor. Make room for the chumps.
I love these kids. They're so... shit. That girl went running off into the hole. Now, none of my party can come with me, but you know what? I'm small. I can come in through the hole. Need to give this little girl a firm talking to.
You're not supposed to be here! You can't be here! This is our hideout!
Never see us coming.
You don't look so tough. Mull fought off a hobgoblin all by herself.
Cool.
You're not...
Little slow on the uptake, aren't you? My gang says you've been messing with them. Don't deny it. You scared the life out of little Sylphie. Now, you're going to pay for it.
Oh, she's like, oh, okay. I don't think I've ever actually done this before because I'm always too big. Read her mind. We're still under guidance. 10 up.
Nobody messes with my family.
Aw.
All they've got.
I don't mean to cause trouble for your people. Should have been more careful.
Is that right? Fine. You get one more chance. We're done here. Get lost.
Dang.
I miss the adventurers already. We're going to own that town.
You're the first grown-up who's ever gotten in here. Not bad.
Hey. Neat. I did scare the shit out of little Sylphie, though. Need to scare them out of a life of crime. Or they might have a less forgiving Paladin.
You're not supposed to be here!
I'm trying to say hi to everyone. Zaki, I need to say hi to Zaki.
Give Mull a 10-day and she'll own Baldur's Gate. You'll see.
And I'm going to apologize to Sylphie.
No! Don't shake me again! Mull! Help!
I'm sorry.
We've got trouble!
I wanted to apologize. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I'll go leave.
You're not supposed to be here! You're not supposed to be here!
Well. We've met Maul, and this whole scam is like proper organized crime, apparently. That's one thing I like about this game. You always end up with something new.
It is forbidden.
Okay, we're waiting. Gale. Okay.
my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Well, what is this about?
Lives are at stake, and the